morning. Good morning. Welcome to Jackson Community Church. It's nice to be in the house of the Lord with you guys this morning. And this morning I get the privilege of not opening up the church, but to share a little bit of God's Word that really meant something in my life, and just like to share with you guys. I'll be reading out of Ecclesiastes. I would like to start with Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 1 through 11. It says, "The words of the preacher, son of David, the king of Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher, vanities of vanities, all is vanity. What profit has a man from all his labor in which he toils under the sun? One generation passes away, and another one generation comes. But the earth abides forever, the sun also rises, and the sun goes down. And it hastens to the place where it arises. The wind goes towards the south, and turns around to the north. The wind rolls about continually, and comes again on its circuit. On the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not filled. To the place from which the river come, they will return again. All the things are full of labor, man cannot express it, and the eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filling with hearing. That which has been is what will be, that which is done, it will be done again. And there is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which it may be said, see this new? And has already been ancient times before us. There is no remembrance of former things, nor will there be remembrance of things that are to come, by those who will come after." And the book of Ecclesiastes talks about this, the vanity of life, and in that sense, this word that I learned yesterday, the Hebrew word havel. Can you guys say havel? Havel. And a lot of translations and stuff means this word vapor, smoke, sometimes even meaningless. And Ecclesiastes goes through about the life and how the purposes of our lives apart from God, and how we try to make purpose in our careers and other things, and have wealth and stuff, and how all this one day will pass away, and whatever we do on earth will eventually pass away, and what life is hevel. It's a vapor of smoke, and it will pass away one day. And but at the end of Ecclesiastes in chapter 12, it tells us how to live in this life of hevel. And in verse 13 and 14 says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. For God, fear God and keep His commandments, for this is man's all. For God bring every work into judgment, including every secret thing, whether good or evil." And this Ecclesiastes teaching me about hevel and the life of hevel, that everybody lives in this life of hevel, and whether you're a good person or a bad person, things happen that's out of our control. But but living with God and keeping His commandments, it helps us through this life of hevel. And one day we have this hope as Christians, the people of God, that God would take this life of hevel away from us, and give us this everlasting life, a life of meaningful, and this new life. So this is what got on my heart to share with you guys this morning. So,
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Bill.